Another day, another grind. Today, again, from our single faction one lord tournament, we have Daboulch on the Lizardman with, I think Krokar is it? Couple of RRR units, very interesting. And then we have Zeb on the Dark Elves with the something sorceress. And immediately Dark Elves moving in onto the point. We have a very wide formation here from both guys, and I love that we have the Lizardmen here. That's very cool, and both lines are just going in. It looks like they're going ham, right? So here we have the Supreme Sorceress on the Death Magic, and immediately they're fighting. And I think a Flock of Doom is going down. Yes, very good spell. And I'm just wondering how it will work out for the Dark Elves against those big units over here. So Krogar seems waiting here, or seems to wait here, and immediately you can see nice engage from those sides here. We have the cavalry going into the skin cohorts that are really folded up here, and now those dark shards, they're getting focused by Ripodactyl's riders, right? And even Krokar now is in. He's just crashing through. That is really cool, guys. I'm very excited about it, right? We have Krokar here, and those Furies. We have the ability Murderous Prowess already going on. Furies are trying to escort those skin cohorts out of the battlefield, and it looks really, I would say, not so good for the Dark Elves, in my opinion. So we have a couple of those big units like Feral Bastillodon here crashing up those Witch Elves. They can't really hold down those big units, but they're trying. They're not so bad, I would say. Another Flock of Doom, I guess? Was it? Yes, another Flock of Doom here. And skin cohorts running after those bleak swords. Seems like, to be honest, the Dark Elves here on the back foot. Even though those Harpies did a great job ripping up a couple of those frontline units, but which cold ones are better? Like, we have cold one knights against cold ones. I would say the cold ones should, the knights should win, right? Because there is another unit on it. But that's just a guess, right? So point belongs to the Lizardmen, and yeah, it seems like only this side is here maybe capable of shooting in. We have those Harpies here, the Crows of Cain, right? They could engage somewhere. Also, those Shades shooting, trying to break all those other units, but I guess the bigger problem is that the Dark Elves couldn't really handle those big Bastillodons and Krokar on his riding animal. Ah, that looks so cool. So freaking cool. Really nice. So, yeah. Those crows of fury. Those furies, we crow feast, so they can heal. Oh, interesting. When they're melee, they can heal. That can help them out, but there are not many good targets for that, right? So now they're fleeing, and it seems like there's not much left for the Dark Elves. So Murderous Prowess was still going on. Not anymore, I guess. Yeah. Nope. Primal Instincts. Poison is kicking in. So we can fast forward here. And this is done. So let's look at the value. Really interesting fight, I have to say. So what I liked was the engage from the Dark Elf player, right? Coming from the flank with those Cold One Knights. Really cool. And also those Furies here. Pretty interesting tech. I had a feeling he can do it, but I guess that there was not enough anti-large maybe to deal with, because everything else kind of broke, right? All those skinks here, they did okay. Oh, they did this unit did really good. Ooh. Yeah, but well, what did we have here? Skink Priest with the Flock of Doom. Yeah, let's get to the next match. So this is the second match. The lords stay the same as of our rules, and we have a slightly different setup. More ranged unit for the lizardmen, and basically everything else is kind of like a front line here. And for the dark elves, we have a lot of dark shards. 1, 2, 3 dark shards plus 2 shades. That's interesting. Couple of cold one knights. Oh, that is really interesting, because now there is not much anti-large, right? The only thing is we have a bolt thrower here, and the bolt thrower immediately is shooting Krokar. But on the other side, the lizardmen, as I remember, have the Bastildon as a kind of war shrine, I would say. It seemed always to me like a war shrine. Oh, nice micromanaging here, juking those shots. That is really good. So they can still, yeah, they can kind of protect themselves. But those salamanders, they're really mean, yeah. They're really, really mean. And we have here Cold One Knights having 1, 2, 3 units around him. And those Dark Shards can't shoot in. Another Flock of Doom. Daboulch likes his flock. I hope that doesn't sound strange, but he really likes that. And it's very cost-effective spell, so why not? Those salamanders are already down, so there is a nice focus by Seb here, by the Dark Elf player, to focus down those salamanders. And it seems like this is really working out well. I hope that this time the Dark Elf player has the chance to break down those bigger targets, right? Because I'm not sure if that is going to be good or not for him. We have still the bolt thrower is online now. I don't know, like 5 feral cold knights, feral cold ones, pardon me, are going in. We have still one cold one knight infantry cavalry there. Damn, it's early here. I apologize. Oh, and now we have the Supreme Sorceress getting spanked by this tail here. Ooh, but nice focus with those dark shards here. Ooh, that could be the decisive factor, I guess. When Krokar breaks, I guess that the lizardmen will have a hard time to come back. Yeah, a couple of other shots and he is going down. Oh my. Krokar smashed by his ancestor. Yeah, and it looks pretty decisive for the Dark Elf. So pretty good micromanaging when it comes to breaking those salamanders. And on the other side, using those shades and dark shards, very micro intensive, but he did it really well. So Zeb, great job here. I guess we can fast forward now because there is not much to see from the side of the Lizardmen, because we have the Bastiladon, but the Bastiladon alone can't really handle it. So let's get into it. So Krokar, pretty okayish. The Skink Priest as well. We have front lines here. Nothing really. I don't know. The Salamanders didn't stay online for too long to be very effective. So I guess maybe Daboulch was trying to experiment with a couple of other units. But over here, we have to say, yep, the bolt thrower was okayish. And then those, I think those knights here, they did a great job of protecting. Plus, oof, those shades, they could shoot and shoot and shoot. And those dark shards as well. So this supporting shooting here, I think, what made the game go to the Dark Elves. So we have a 1-1, and now we get to the last game. So here we are back at the last game. This is the one that brings you the win. So we have a very, very large chaff. Damn, it's really it's really early here. So a very chaff focus, wide unit formation, but the Dark Elves as well have their good, like a mixture of the first and second match formation. So we have already Feral Cold Ones plus the Colossodon Riders, and they are getting kind of, yeah, I would say they're getting surrounded. So on this flank, it turns into a very interesting point. So we have the Shades here shooting, and we have the Dark Shards shooting. They have to focus those poor little skinkies, right? Oh. But they have shields. They can sustain this damage, even though the Dark Shards can I think their armor, like shield piercing kind of. And we have the Supreme Sorceress against Krokar again. I don't know if that fight goes the way you want to. We have a little... I thought we had a graphical issue, but that's not really true. So, those Witch Elves here, right? Yeah. Witch Elves going in, fighting those little frontline units here. On the other side, it is really interesting how those Colossodon Riders break those Cold One Knights. So those Cold One Knights really can't be used effectively. And then, yeah, this time, it seems like the Dark Elves couldn't really hold off those frontline units to breaking through and attacking the second line, right, of the Dark Elves. So Witch Elves are cool, but they going down like crazy. This is not an engagement you want to have, because they couldn't really help out, I would say. There was not much damage to be focused on. I'm pretty interested in the Lizardman player. He didn't use those skinks, right? Like those javelin units. That's very interesting. So he went with a totally different build, smashing with those with those wooden sticks onto the enemy, and it works. It really works. And we have the Feral Bastiladon moving around, trying to search for a couple of units to feast on, right? Harganath Executioners, they're good, and they have a good focus here on this unit. Yeah. Murderous Mastery is on, Murderous Prowess as well. And we have a good engage here. Spirit Leech, I guess, is it? Spirit Leech is going down on Krokar. I don't know if that works, because, like, it works, but I mean, if that helps. Because when you look at it, there is not much, yeah, there's not much damage onto, well, those Cold One Knights, they're anti-large. They are anti-large, but this blob fight, I'm not sure if the Dark Elves can win or not. Nice lightning cast here from the Lizardman. I guess that was the big unit. Let's see what happens in this blob fight, because anything else, another Spirit Leech here. Poor Bastiladon. He's already quit. He has already quit the match. So that's mean. So yeah, when you look at it, I think the Dark Elf player can only hope for kind of like a leadership break, right? And when that doesn't happen, I don't think that there is a chance to win. He got the point for a little while, and army losses kicking in. And so the Lizardmen won 2-1 against those Dark Elves. And let's look again. Those Colossodon Hunters, they did really well this game. And also the flank of those Cold Ones, Feral Cold Ones, wow. So you have to be really, really on point with your micromanaging, protecting your backline when you play against the Lizardmen in this tournament, I guess. And this time, yeah, as expected, those, yeah, archery unit or crossbow units, they couldn't really hold on to their prowess from the last game, right? From the game before. I'm still not sure if the Witch Elves are the better pick. I assume not, but I'm not sure, right? That's maybe for those really, really experienced people here. But guys, that was fun. So first round is over, and we will have another set of games. But for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.